In patients with the sagittal problem, in which we have to address a class 2 or class 3 malocclusion, we usually have to decide where to bond the elastics, the intermaxillary elastics. They're usually bonded in the molars of the quadrant uses anchorage, usually the upper one and the lower one in a class 3 and class 2, and upper canines in a class 2 for the distalization of the upper arch, and lower canines for the distalization of the lower arch in a class 3. But in some cases, this might change because of the situation of the patient. And this is why we're going to review a special case today. In this case, we have a class 2 patient in which we can see there is a missing 2 lower first molars with a difference. It's still missing in the third quadrant, and we have an implant on the fourth one. Therefore, we have to decide where to bond the attachments. So what we're going to do is change the usual pattern. In quadrant number 3, this is the situation we're having. This is an alteration in the spear curve. We have to level the occlusal plane, and for that we have to intrude both the anterior segment and the posterior segment. As you can see, the lower second molar is extruded, it's over extruded, and we are going to intrude it during the first set of aligners. For this reason, we're not going to bond the button to this molar because we need to intrude it. Instead, we're going to bond it to the lower left premolar. We're going to place a pontic in between, and this pontic with some space, mesial and distal, will give us some extra control of the surfaces of this adjacent to the space. With the elastic, we're going to create 2 effects. We're going to help mesializing the third quadrant, which has been distalized because of the absence of the 6. So the class 2 vector will help us creating this mesialization of the arch during the treatment, as well as helping us with the distalization of the upper arch. And also, it will create a counter movement to the intrusion of the 7, therefore creating a highly reciprocal and predictable movement. For this occasion, we also use an attachment on the surface we have exposed to the aligner we have included in the scan, so it's giving us some extra anchorage for the intrusion of the 7. In the other side, usually it's not really common to bond attachments to crowns or veneers, because we know the adhesion to ceramic is not as good as the one we have with teeth, but still, in this case, we have quite a similar situation as we had on the left side. We have an increase in the posterior spear curve by the extrusion of the 7, so we will intrude it from the very beginning. Therefore, we cannot use the elastic to the 7 either, and we're going to bond it to the 6, the implant on 6. This will also help avoiding the mesialization of this fourth quadrant due to the use of elastics, of the class 2 elastics. So it is going to help us ensuring there is not excessive proclination of the lower incisor to avoid an undesired effect, which would be this proclination of the lower incisor by the use of bilateral class 2 elastics. I hope this has helped you to see where to bond intermaxillary elastics in a different way.